Look around you. There's so much work to do. This world is in no condition for us to simply sit back and watch. There is a tangible, desperate need for Jesus. A glimpse of hope in the midst of hopelessness. Jesus experienced this. He saw it firsthand. The need broke his heart and filled him with compassion. He turned to his disciples and said, "The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few." This alone should stir our hearts. It's a calling to make a difference, to share the truth of the gospel, to be a light in the darkness, to be the church. It's time for us to look beyond ourselves, to turn our focus to the field, to answer the call and passionately share the love of Jesus. This is our mandate. This is our mission. Are you ready to do the work?
Good morning, everybody. For those of you all that are working your way down, come on down. We'll go ahead and get started. It's good to see you all that are here in the sanctuary, and it's always good to know that you folks that are joining us online are a part of our service. We're glad you're with us. Every week, we have our regular attendees here, and then we have some people that are here for the first time. So we welcome all, and as I think I mentioned last week, it really doesn't matter if you had a really good week this week or if it was a week full of struggles. We'd like to know that you're home. This is a safe place. It's a place where we see you, where you're loved, and what we like to say is you're a part of the sanctuary family and you belong here. So we're glad to see you. I don't know if we have any guests today, but if we do, welcome. And we have a welcome table right out in the narthex, which is in the back of the church. So if you haven't had a chance to check in there, maybe talk to Lisa, please do so after the service. Perhaps you'll give her your name, and she can explain maybe a little bit more about the church and how you can connect with us in the activities that we have. And likewise, and we have connection cards in the pews, and they have a little QR code on them. And this, if you click on that, will allow you to, if you'd like us to offer prayers for you or a loved one or a friend, or if you just like to find out more about the church, just click on that and it will lead you into various points that I think you would find of interest. I don't see any children out here, but if, let's say you have children at home, or you have friends that are looking for a church and a children's program, please pass that on. And we have a children's program that's conducted over in this wing off to my right, and any of us up front, or probably even sitting around you, can put you in touch with one of our children's church leaders. So we always want to make it easy to come here. And so if any of you all have accessibility needs and you're finding issues trying to get into the church, please let us know and we'll try to accommodate you however that would be. Now, November the 11th, and actually it's going to be celebrated tomorrow, Veterans Day, is a time when we recognize those that have served the country, whether it be in the military or Coast Guard, which is semi-military, and we want to thank those people for their service. And if anybody here has been in the service, I'd like to ask you to stand We have any? Yes, there we go. And we'd like to thank you for your service. Anybody else that we missed? Maybe came in a little late? Okay. Again, we thank you for the service. It can, for those of us that have been in the military, it can be a challenge, but it can also be very rewarding. Today, as we pray, as we sing, and we listen to Pastor Dwayne's message, I hope you'll get the feeling that God is with you and that you experience that feeling. That's what we're trying to create here. And also the feeling that everybody is welcome here. So with that, and I've said it before, but it sets the stage, please just relax. Like we said last Sunday, take a deep breath like I'm going to do right now. Sort of let the things that are going around on the outside of these walls, forget about them. And just, know that you're with God and this is your service this morning. We'll begin with a prayer, and for any of you all that like to kneel when you pray like I do, just pull out the kneeling pad. So please join me in our first prayer. We gather today, O Lord of life, seeking fullness. Not the fullness our world offers, but fullness that comes from you. We spend so much of our lives on things that do not count, things that promise much and give little. Help us now, today, to find fulfillment in your love, and may we discover all that you have to give. And seek you while we yet have the gift of our days. Lift us, O God, to a higher plane of living as we lift our hearts and our minds and our souls into your holy presence. Amen. Make it so, Lord. Amen.
So one of the things that we work really hard at doing is the idea you're coming in out of so much going on out there, traffic and everything like that, all the things that are going on in your life. And how do we take that break? And how do we just open ourselves to worship to God? And so we spend a lot of time working on the right words to say in our mouths, the right words to hear. Sometimes I come into church and I'm sitting here and I just can't say anything, so I need the person next to me to sing extra loud so I can experience that. So let's stand and let's experience God within us in the silence of our heart.
silence of my heart. Speak to the silence of my heart. Speak to the silence of my heart. Speak to the silence of my heart. And I wait for you, and I wait for you, and I wait for you to come. And I never been more loved than I am right now. Wasn't holding you up, so there's nothing I can do to calm you down. Doesn't take a trophy to make you proud. I've never been more loved than I am right now.
Going through a storm, but I won't go down. I hear your voice carried in the rhythm of the wind to call me out. You would cross an ocean so I wouldn't drown. You've never been closer than you are right now.
You are Jireh. You are enough. Jireh. You are enough. And I'll be content even in every circumstance. You are Jireh. You are enough.
Forever enough,
Always enough, more than enough. Forever enough, always enough. You're more than enough. I don't wanna forget how it feels right now on the mountaintop. I can see so clear what it's all about. So stay by my side when the sun goes down. I don't wanna forget how I feel right now. You are Jireh. You are enough. Jireh. You are enough. And I'll be content even in every circumstance. You are Jireh. You are enough. Forever enough, always enough. You're more than enough. Forever enough, always enough. More than enough.
I'm already loved. I'm already chosen. I know who I am. I know what you've spoken. I'm already loved more than I could imagine.
I'm already loved, already chosen. Know who I am, know what you've spoken. I'm already loved, more than I could imagine. That is enough. I'm already loved, already chosen. Know who I am, I know what you've spoken. I'm already loved, more than I can fathom. That is enough. Jireh, you are enough. Jireh, you are enough.
Let us spend a minute sharing the peace of Christ with each other. Okay. We're going to go through some things that need to be put on your radar. I don't know, but this sounds really echoey. If Noah, if you can adjust that so it's maybe not so there, that's better. One of the worst things I ever did was I agreed to pray at a baseball game. And I didn't realize how the echo threw me off, because it'd be like I'm supposed to pray and you'd say, "Dear God, dear God, dear God, dear God," and like I'm like, ooh, I don't think I can do this. This is going to be too crazy. So echoes throw me off. Yeah. So I don't know why I shared that. There's no charge. I'm glad you liked it. That was good. So some of our announcements we go through. Let's go through the screens. Congregational meeting, November 16th at 11:30. We will be electing 2 new elders and 3 new deacons. Whoa, yeah. That is really great, and it's exciting. I think this will be really good. We will actually be, one of the deacons that are being put up for nomination is actually not physically here, but he's online. And he was a deacon, he was an elder and a deacon here for a long time, off and on, and now he's in Georgia, and so this may be the first online elder we have in our denomination at this point. So if he's elected, then we will do that. That'll be really great. And he will be here in December for ordination and installation. So Thanksgiving giveaway, 11, 22, 25, 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock. We have over 1,300 turkeys. We just got signed up with Sprouts for their 5 stores to deliver food here so that we can give that out. We've got about 4 other stores that are coming in. And yeah, I mean, it's picking up speed. It's really great. So we're really excited about that. If you can be part of that, please, you can contact Carol or you can contact Lisa and tell her that you would like to be part of that timing, and then we'll send you directions on how to park and where to park and all that stuff. Sound good? We'd love to have you be part of it. It's a lot of fun. Next. Potluck. This is Thanksgiving. We figure if we don't get to celebrate Thanksgiving with all of you, we can celebrate it on Sunday with everybody prior to it. Nobody can have enough turkey, right? So we'll be having turkey and dressing and just everything. It'll be Thanksgiving for all of you. So please enjoy yourself. It'll be really great. We'd love to have. If you have anything that you specialize in, like special, incredible, something to eat, bring it with us so that we have kind of this potluck of just incredible stuff. So if there's anything that you make that's special, bring it on down, okay? Next. Okay, Christmas decorating. We are going to be decorating on November 30th, right after church. We will be decorating probably 4 different trees. Usually we have one giant tree right here. We have about a 20-foot tree right out here and a couple trees in the narthex over there. So we'd love to have you be part of that if you can hang around. We'll be feeding you also and decorating trees until we have decorated all the trees that we can decorate. And again, the trees are coming in the day after Thanksgiving, so they're coming in from North Carolina, and that whole place will be just filled with Christmas trees. And anything else? No, what's for lunch? The deacons are making food today, and it's incredible. I've said, yeah, you guys are, like they are making, the food back there just looks incredible. I kind of like just swim from one thing to the other, to the other, to the other of all the different good food. So please hang around. If you see one of the deacons serving food, say thank you. You guys did a great job. They're doing it, the session and the deacons, trying to take a little pressure off of me because I was doing it all every Sunday. And so they are doing it now, and it is, thank you guys so much. They wake up this morning and go, I didn't have to have food. It was great. It was really, really great. So thank you very much. Next. That's it. 2 things just to keep on your radar. One is today, actually this week, part of your donations helped support a woman who had 5 children. One who has a disability. She was forced to use her rent money to buy car insurance so that she could get her tag back so that she could drive to work, so she could take her children to school. And she just wrote an email back to us saying, thank you so much. You all helped her out. And she was able to pay her rent. Thank you. You guys did a great job. And I have one other thing. Madonna and Chris, I don't know if you guys know them, but they're here off and on a lot of times. There they are back there. They just got engaged. Yeah! Woo! So it's really great to have you guys. It really is terrific. So we'll be having a wedding soon, okay? Great. It's all yours.
Good morning, everybody. All right, as always, we've got the kneeling pads if y'all need it. Otherwise, follow along in your programs, follow along on the screens, close your eyes, zone out for a bit, however you want to handle it. Just please join me in prayer. You do not want us to be ignorant of your dreams and hopes for us, God of holiness. So you speak to us in parables, so that we might pay careful attention to your words. You tell us stories about our grandparents in faith, so that we might become mentors to our grandchildren and theirs. Filling us with the holy oil of generosity and grace, you make us ready to welcome Jesus Christ into our lives and to open our hearts to those who are in need. On this day, we choose to serve you, God in community, holy, in one. Even as we pray, as Jesus taught us, saying, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Your kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Today's scripture comes from Luke 20, verses 27 through 38. Some of the Sadducees, who say there is no resurrection, came to Jesus with a question. Teacher, they said, Moses wrote for us that if a man's brother dies and leaves a wife but no children, the man must marry the widow and raise up the offspring for his brother. Now, there were 7 brothers. The first one married a woman and died childless. The second and then the third married her, and in the same way, all 7 died, leaving no children. Finally, the woman died too. Now then, at the resurrection, whose wife will she be, since the 7 were all married to her? Jesus replied, The people of this age marry and are given in marriage. But those who are worthy, or those who are considered worthy, of taking part in the age to come and in the resurrection from the dead, will neither marry nor be given in marriage, and they can no longer die, for they are like the angels. They are God's children, since they are children of the resurrection. But in the account of the burning bush, even Moses showed that the dead rise, for he calls the Lord the God of Abraham, and the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. He is not the God of the dead, but of the living, for to him all are alive. It's the word of the Lord.
So a lot of times people preach from the lectionary. It's a line of different verses chosen throughout 3-year basis. And if you preach from it, you usually preach through the entire Bible. Most people, when they get to this verse, they go to another verse. They go, yeah, I think I'll just leave that one alone and go on to here. But because I love challenges, I thought, you know what? Let's do this. And so I contacted a few of my friends that are preaching today, and nobody's preaching from this. So I got a kick out of that. So I have to go back to go forward. You understand? We have to understand how we got to where we are today on this verse to understand what he's really saying, which is amazing, which is incredible what he's really saying, if you understand the Jewish faith. So, Jesus is coming into Jerusalem, and it is Passover. Hundreds of thousands of Jews are coming in to Jerusalem, and it's just exploding with people. And so he is up by the Mount of Olives. And I think we have a picture of that. Do you have that Mount of Olives, please? There we go. The Mount of Olives, these olive trees are hundreds and thousands of years old. And this is where he stood, up on this mount with all these olive trees coming down and into the temple. And as you come down this walkway here, you'll see, can I have the next picture? Of all the tombs. Each one of these are tombs. And so in the Jewish faith, you believe that the tombs, you put stones on top of the tombs every time you remember somebody or you think about them. You put a stone. So there's many little stones all on top of these things. So Jesus is coming down this area, and it was understood that at the resurrection, when the Messiah came, that people would rise out of the tombs and walk into the temple. And so when you got buried, you said to your family, can you bury me close to the temple so I don't have to walk so far? So they were buried all around it. So Jesus comes down this thing, and as he's coming down and he's going through, he comes to this gate. Can I see the gate? You got the gate up there? Okay, this is the gate, the Messiah gate. It is sealed up now because we don't want any of that Messiah coming down here. So they have sealed this gate, but this was the gate that he came through. And so as he's coming through, there are thousands of people screaming and singing, "The King is here, Almighty! The King, God has sent the King, Almighty! Glory be to God!" They're throwing down their robes, they're throwing down palm branches, they're letting him, he's coming down on a colt. Symbolically, when a king comes into a town, if he was on a colt, it meant he comes in peace. And if he was in a chariot, it means he comes to take over in war. So Jesus is sending out a whole lot of signals. He's sending out these whole signals of I'm coming down and I'm coming in peace. And so the Sadducees and the Pharisees say to Jesus, "Tell your people to be quiet," which is a really great song in Jesus Superstar, if you want to ever go back that. Tell your people to be quiet. Tell them. And he says to them, even if they were silent, the rocks and stones themselves would sing. He's talking about the idea that here I am the Messiah. And even if they were quiet, this resurrection would be happening now. So he's got all these things going on at the same time. And so the tension is growing more and more and more. So what does Jesus do? He goes into the temple, and he goes in there, and he sees these people selling, they're changing coins and selling other animals to sacrifice. And he sees that they're taking advantage of them. He sees that the poorest of the poor are being taken advantage of. Here, we don't take your coins anymore, but you can get temple coins for about a third of the price. How about that? We'll make a deal, okay? Okay, and then there's another tax on that, and then there's another tax on. So Jesus sees that this is taking advantage, the temple is taking advantage of the poor. And so he goes off on them. He says, stop this. This is a house of prayer. Jesus, throughout his entire life, always stood up for those who were being taken advantage of. And so, of course, this would be one of those acts if you can't take advantage of these poor people. Sometimes they couldn't afford anything else. They would bring a dove to sacrifice. And the dove, they would say, you can't have that dove. It's got a blemish. You can only have the temple doves. So Jesus is upset at them. He's furious at what they're doing. And so he clears the temple of what this is going on, these changers of money. This creates problems because whenever you disturb the income of a large group of people, such as the Sadducees and the Pharisees, they don't like it. So they immediately say, we need to get rid of him. We need to get rid of him. He's nothing. He's causing problems. He's speaking up for the poor. So they decide, the first thing is, well, we'll get him to say something that can then get him arrested. So they come to him and they say to him, should we pay taxes? Now, throughout the whole Old Testament, they talk about that you should pay your taxes. And so Jesus says, bring the coin to me. And they bring the coin to him, and he says, whose picture is on this? Whose engraving is on this? They said, well, Caesar's. He said, then give to Caesar what is Caesar, and give to God what is God's. They didn't see that coming at all, They didn't see that at all. So they come back a second time and they say, okay, by whose authority? By whose authority are you doing the things you're doing? And Jesus, who answers questions with questions, says, I will ask you this question, and if you tell me the answer, I will then answer you. John the Baptist, was his baptism by way of God, or was his baptism human? And so they get together and they decide, here's my Pharisees over here. They say, what should we do? Well, if we say that his baptism was of God, then we should have supported him. We should have gone along with him. We should have listened to him. And if we say he was baptized just by human form, then all these people that love John the Baptist are going to stone us. So they go back over to Jesus and they say to Jesus, we're not going to tell you. We can't tell you. And Jesus says, therefore, I will not tell you. Don't you love it? I mean, Jesus is like doing these things and really get. So the final thing is today's verse. They are still trying to get him. They're still trying to create problems. These are the Sadducees that don't even believe in resurrection. They're asking him a question. They're asking him that question like, if a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound if nobody's there? Those kind of questions that you're like, what? So you've got 7 brothers who married one woman. First brother marries a woman, he dies. No child. Second man marries a woman, he dies. Third brother marries a woman. I'm questioning how bright these guys are. I mean, do you really? I mean, so far, this many brothers have died. You're being like, I'm out. I'm done. 7 brothers. They all die. Then she finally dies. And they say, okay, at the resurrection time, what's going to happen? Whose wife is she? Yeah. So that's how we've gotten to where we are. Got it? Good? Got a picture of that? Okay. So 7 brothers. I can't believe that. So resurrection here. As we talk about resurrection, there are these moments in the gospel where Jesus is preaching to the crowd. And then there are times that he's not preaching to the crowd and he's not healing anybody, but he's being tested by these religious leaders. So the Sadducees come, and they are wealthy, temple elite, educated people. And they come and they ask him this question. And the question has nothing to do with really about the resurrection or whose wife. It's about power and control. They don't even believe in resurrection. They believe that you die and that's it. You're dead. That's all it is to them. But they're trying to trap Jesus. So this question that sounds so absurd about these 7 brothers, 1 woman, and no children, and then in the resurrection, whose wife is she? See, they're not asking about love or heaven. They're actually mocking the very idea of resurrection and trying to make resurrection look ridiculous, trying to make it look like this can't be. So Jesus is arguing their logic, but he's expanding their vision of understanding what this looks like. He's opening a window to a much larger reality, that the real living God. So the questions are trying to trap him, but the Sadducees' questions really more not about marriage, but about control. See, they live in the Roman government is around them, and they're living and they're functioning within the temple structure, and they're making money and they're doing okay. And they're not having much of a problem about it. And Jesus is offering, this is a problem. Things are going to change if people start to believe this. They have no interest in the future world, especially anything that would take them out of power. And they saw resurrection as dangerous. That if God could raise people from the dead, if God could also overturn established order. Resurrection meant that there's no system or power or empire that is final. So this threatened everyone. And they wanted to mock it because they wanted Jesus to say something that would make it sound like this is just ridiculous. And so what we have to remember is that the Jewish people didn't really believe in heaven and hell type of thing. There was actually very little talk about heaven and hell. They believed in Shiloh, which was a shadowy realm where the dead lived, but they weren't punished or rewarded. It was mainly just silence. That immortality was seen by having a memory of the person. And so that's why they put stones on the graves to say somebody is here and somebody is remembering this person. Somebody is thinking and praying about this person. See, there are 2 main groups at this time, the Pharisees and the Sadducees, and they had completely different lifestyles of what they believed. The Pharisees were more ordinary people, and they believed in resurrection, and they believed an end of time. So the argument here is not theoretical. It's 2 collisions of 2 worldviews coming together. This understanding that one is saying that death was the end, and others saying, no, there's a resurrection involved here. And they felt that they could trick Jesus into saying something that would get him in trouble with maybe both sides. See, they believed, the Jewish faith at that time believed that there was time now, this age, and this age that we are living in. And then there was an age after this that we would go into, somewhere connected into the Messiah coming and going into the way God had planned it. This understanding that this age that we're living in was filled with greed and violence, hatred, and that the age to come was an age that was filled the way God had planned the world to be, of caring and loving, taking care of each other. See, there was an understanding that Jesus was saying, listen, you live in one life, right here and right now, where you marry and you're given in marriage. But there's another life, and it may be different than what you feel. That this new life over here is a life filled with spirit and love, where death no longer has a hold. That these resurrected children are living, and it's not poetic, it's that there is still life that goes on. That you don't die and that's it in your relationship with God, that your relationship changes. It means that God's hands are not bound by our bigotry or statue, but God moves us and transitions us into a life of spirit. An age where the world is filled with justice and peace and healing and everlasting. So when Jesus speaks this, he's talking about them moving into a different age that they don't understand or they don't grasp at this point. He's talking about the world being transformed. It's not an age of destruction, it's an age of renewal. And a lot of Christians got that wrong. They got that whole idea that Jesus was talking about, well, everything's going to be horrible, and then you're going to go to heaven. And he's saying, no, that's not it. It's not about escaping. And it's not about destruction, it's about renewal. It's about ending the systems that harm, the fear and the oppression. It's about stepping into God's new creation. The actual Greek word that is being used here for end actually doesn't mean end, it means fulfillment. That it fulfills God's vision of what the world should be. So when Jesus is talking about this end of the age, he's not talking about everything stops. He's saying that it transitions, it fulfills. And we seem to be living in the age with one foot in the past and one foot in the beginning. That we're living in this age that one foot is in the brokenness of the world and the other foot is in the resurrection of hope. See, that's what it means to be children of God, this resurrection. The resurrection is transformation, and that we are transforming every day more and more and more. See, Jesus even turns the scripture to them, saying, Moses even says, and even talks about this, that when he hears this God out of this burning bush, he says, I'm the God of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob. Not the past tense, not was, but I am of them now, that they are here and they are with me. Jesus reminds us that God's relationship with us doesn't end with our death. God's covenant with us doesn't have some expiration date. That's it, done, next. See, the resurrection is about not someday, but now, today. That we are transformed and we are transforming. We are starting to love our brothers and sisters more and more and more. And suddenly we start to realize that I really do care for them. They are children of God and I care exactly what happens to them. We start to understand that what Jesus was teaching about the idea of loving your neighbor was something that you go, whoa, what neighbor are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, everyone. That we start to transform into starting to understand these things, that Jesus was talking in big pictures, larger. that the resurrection happens daily. Our acts of compassion, even a moment of forgiveness, every time we take a stance for injustice, resurrection is breaking through the ages. Every time love rises up in the face of death, every time hope speaks into darkness, every time we refuse to give up on one another, resurrection happens. See, we are not waiting for the world to end. We are participating in what God is making new here and now. We are called to be living people in this time and place. And what that really means is that we have the courage, that we are courageous in this world to show love when a world trades in cynicism, to stand by and stand beside the forgotten and the hurt. That's what we are called to be. To believe in reconciliation, even that it is possible, even when the world tells us it's not. To see God's life is not just on this side, but it seems to be on this side too, and possibly closer. We are children of the resurrection. We are children of the transition. The Sadducees came to Jesus and asked him a question about death, and Jesus gives them a vision of life. It's bigger than what you think. It goes on and on. It may change from what you have experienced here, but there is something on the other, and it's bigger and larger and deeper and richer than you understand. He doesn't give them some theory about going off to heaven. He gives them a theory about the relationship God has with us. He gives us the understanding that God isn't dead. And that God is not the God of the dead, but the God of the living. That all of these are alive. So may we live today and this week as people who believe in this promise. That we are truly children of resurrection and transformation. That God meets us here and helps us step into this new age of justice and love and peace. That every time we cry out and stand up with our brothers and sisters, we are taking one more step closer. We are being called to be children of the resurrection, that there is something bigger and larger out there than we realize. There's something over there, and it's connected to God who is connecting us over here. That we are taking that footstep into this new age of love, compassion, and justice. And as we do that, we are transformed. We are truly resurrected. Amen? Amen. We got through it. Please stand. Please stand for our benediction. I have to tell you, I love all of you so deeply and dearly. There are a lot of you I know, some I'm getting to know. The things that you're doing in this world are amazing. The way you're changing, the way you're transforming, and the way you transform others. May you realize the peace of Christ is upon you. That you're filled with his love, that God meets you right where you are, and loves you at this moment. Accept that love and realize we are all being resurrected. Peace and grace to you all.
Guys, so we're trying something completely new today, and you guys get to tell us if it's working correctly, 100%. In just a second, when they make it up here, I hear the sound of the squeaking door. I'll show you. I'll show you what's going to happen. It's going to be really exciting because there are some really, really cool things that are happening coming up. Here comes one. Evan, we need you. It's really exciting. I'm really excited about it.
It's nice to feel needed. Why do you need me?
I was telling them that I'm really excited about what is going to happen. Right there. Woo! It doesn't. We need to stabilize that just a little bit more. Look at that. Isn't that exciting?
That's a word.
And then in a second, when Aria comes up, that one's wrong.
There it is.
What? Did it
No, I
move?
wanted to line up the bar.
Oh. And then, so.
I mean, if we're going to mess with people's perceptions, we may as well really mess with them, right?
We can add in another one.
What are you doing?
That's there. There it is. Yep. See, it comes off the list, which is really exciting. So when Aria comes up, that's going to come up. So, okay. So.
Sorry, this is ridiculous. I love it.
It's our way of communicating to you guys.
It is. It's fantastic.
So, Pastor Dwayne, isn't it awesome he took on that message? Yeah, he earlier in the week he's like, he kind of like runs things through the office just to kind of see like how things sound and if it's gonna work. It's really funny to kind of hear him kind of go through those things, because he kind of comes over and he kind of like talks to you about like the message, and you can clearly hear that he's trying out the message.
So
without
he talks to you like about it.
Yeah,
like
it's not like he's like, so this is really like interesting story, and I'm like interesting story. Is this what's in the lectionary? He's like, well, maybe. I'm just trying to kind of.
I just happened to come
shake off the rust a little bit.
Came across this Bible verse, and I was just thumbing through, just reading the Bible absent-mindedly as I do.
And I think he's just trying to kind of figure out how to make it like palatable, because we can all admit these stories are from a really, really long time ago.
Yeah. Pastor Dwayne made the exact same face that I made as he's telling the story. He's like, because you get to the third brother and then you do the fourth one. Like, it took you 7 brother number 3. I'm already asking questions. And I'm already going, ma'am.
See, my mind immediately went to so you remember off of at Disney World?
I do remember Disney World. That was a place.
So you remember the Haunted Mansion?
See, what's weird about this is you're looking at me and looking the other direction.
So that needs to be like here and that needs to be here.
But yeah, continue with the Haunted Mansion, please. Just look at the other.
I need to look that way.
Look that way.
No.
Yeah, look at your laptop.
I need to look at my laptop to talk to you. This is weird. So the idea. Can you guys hear? I hope you guys can hear.
If you can't, this looks and sounds ridiculous. Believe me.
Somebody put it in the chat that you can hear.
Can you hear us? He's looking at the chat. I'm not. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you not responding in the chat. Thinking somebody else is going to do it, aren't you?
Yes. Thank you, Patty. Hey, Patty. By the way, man, Patty is my cousin 12th removed or something like that.
I saw a chart once.
Yeah. She's making bread. You need to find her online. She is making the most amazing bread in the entire world online. Patty Peck, you make me want to bake bread. It's just what I do. Yeah. What were we talking about? No, we're
The Bible verses
Okay.
can be weird.
Yes, they can be weird. But yeah, they're
weird.
Yeah.
Hi, Rusty! Hi, guys. But, fun fact for those of you joining us online, we actually don't know who you are or who is here until we see you in chat. We cannot see a list of usernames. So if there's ever
It's hidden now.
Yeah, we used to be able to see it, but now we actually cannot. So if you want a shout out or to let us know that you're here, please leave it in the chat. We will definitely be like, oh my God, you're here. Other than that, yeah, we have no idea. We have no idea.
You have to comment. It's hidden now.
It's complete
It used you used to be able to see kind of like IP addresses and link them across, and it was like there was always a privacy kind of situation in my world, in my brain with that. But you could at least know who was there.
Yeah.
Now it's like
And we used to be able to put the chats in between each other's chats. So like we could let Facebook talk to YouTube and vice versa, and I don't know if we can do that anymore.
Not really. There's a lot of privacy things that have been blocked with the big updates from Apple, but the it's privacy. It's good. It's good, and ultimately it's good.
We do value your privacy, even if it makes this more difficult for us.
So I keep on looking the wrong way.
I know.
This is gonna. We need to figure out.
I keep looking at your Spotify, and it looks like I'm looking at you.
Okay. We need to do the arrangement on this thing. So
we'll figure this out someday.
Or we'll move the
like
cameras
a decade.
so that when I look over at that camera, it's that these are like webcam things.
Yeah.
So
like really,
yeah.
this is very strange to me that I can go here and there's nothing, but I come here.
They're crossed. It's weird. If you get up and walk the other, that would be really funny if we turned the third one on
if
and
I
you
just
like disappeared for a second.
Change seats. Oh, that'd be too
that
easy.
would be too easy.
Actually, no.
But no, it wouldn't change anything. We're still looking at each other.
Yeah, because then I would be looking. That would be good. That would be good.
Except for then you would see how messy it is up there. There's lots of
What I'm
wires.
hearing is that you would just have an incentive to clean.
I would love to clean. There's wires. This is what the table looks. Oh, you can't even see it.
What wires doesn't
Wires.
wires.
It's because I made our PTZs.
Oh
So
yeah,
that- yeah.
yeah. That's so you guys can know. Like it's.
I made the PTZs that we have.
It's not a real PTZ camera.
It's technically a PT. It's a pan tilt, and then we can stick any camera on the top, so we can spend like a lot less money on the actual thing. We can just get a nice camera. Nice. It works.
But also every once in a while the module dies or the cords are overstretched because they
Or if
have
somebody steps on something. breaks
yeah,
it.
because the
Yeah.
cords have a limit of have a range of 30, 40 feet. Noah ran them. What he was about 260 feet. So we're only off by an order of magnitude or so.
It works. It works. Okay?
It does. It hasn't failed us more than a couple times.
So every time we have a wedding or something that comes in here, that people that are from filming crews, they're like, "Where did you get all of this stuff?" And it's like, I made it. It's like an evil genius thing. It's awesome.
You get really good at soldering, and then you get pretty good at running cable.
Yep.
And then the next thing you know, you have built a CCTV system.
Exactly. Done. Yeah.
And
it's really a broadcast system more than anything else.
It
but
really
yeah,
is.
It's so okay. So
Oh, right. Thanks.
there are things that are coming up. We've got the turkey giveaway that's coming up. Turkey giveaway. It's going to be hard for but there is okay. We've taken on the challenge, the process, I hope we don't fail. Of getting all the trucks and getting all the all the stuff in it. So on the Thursday beforehand, and I'm gonna figure out how to record this in a really cool, creative ways, and it's probably gonna be like a GoPro kind of deal. We are picking up all the turkeys on Thursday night before the event. That means driving possibly 2, and then if this man is in it, possibly 3. I don't know. He has some surgery that's done. They have to replace his eyeballs or something. I don't know.
Only one? Making it sound like
I actually don't know what he's
my
going for
eyeballs
surgery. I feel
replaced.
bad.
Like
What are you
both
going
my
for
eyes.
surgery for?
It's a private matter.
Okay. Cool. You know what? dental surgery is not that big.
It's a dental surgery.
Okay, so the idea is we're driving all the way up to West Palm to pick up turkeys, 1,350 turkeys at 2 different locations. So
Sending us money, Rusty. That's about it at this point.
A few turkeys. Yeah, this is going to be a lot. You guys have like turned on the news. You guys have seen how many people are being affected by SNAP and all the things that are kind of connected to that. So we normally have, if you guys have ever been to the campus, there's the line goes like all the way around the church and then down Federal and down Sunrise and into a park and on the other side, and then the police department gets mad at us and they're like, start the line up, stop freaking out. And so we're also partnering up with a really cool group that is helping us with the produce side a little bit more in a kind of a cool, creative way. They're going to be handing out tickets for people to come back and get produce at a different location. And I do like that. It's a lot of people going to the other location, so
it's a much better, like, I love all of the people who donate, all of the different organizations and everything that do donate the food, the actual food itself.
Oh, we're getting produce. Don't
go bad though.
We're getting produce possibly on that Thursday. We partner up with this really, really cool group. If you guys have ever been or you ever need help or Restoration Bridge. I'm throwing it out there. You guys are amazing. Restoration Bridge is this group that's up in West Palm. That's where we're getting the majority of the turkeys, and we're also getting a bunch of produce and a bunch of non-perishable goods, which is awesome. How much? I'll tell you on Tuesday. We'll know more.
I got distracted by food.
He's distracted by food.
You're gonna see it.
You have your own camera. You have your own camera today.
Look,
yeah, hang on.
look.
Wait.
Where's it at again? It is in here. And Duke.
Okay, hang on.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, you scoot a little bit closer to me.
You can turn those too. And then if he wants a glamour shot, he can turn the light on.
How do I?
It has to be held in there. I think we need to get some tripods.
Everybody that's watching,
because we need more
so
things on our
angry
desk
right now.
up here. They're not mad at you.
Well, I'm like messing with this. I'm sure it makes noises. They're probably like, "Oh my God, stop!"
The mic is only coming from this one right here.
Okay, there.
Because if we have more than one mic, I think it would probably freak it out.
Surprisingly
Look at
good.
that! It's cool. It's kind of got a Brady Bunch vibe going on.
Yeah, I don't hate it. It's like we're all in a Zoom meeting in different times. Like we're in the same place. With
How is the color
temporal
different that much?
signatures.
Those two are the exact same.
Wait, you want weird? Wait, hang on.
Let's go all the way across.
You got it. It comes
All
back
the way
around.
across, all three.
No, it comes back around. His is mirrored. If you look at the screen, Noah's is mirrored. So you put your arm in on the right, and it comes in on the left.
Why does it do that?
Look at that.
Hold on.
No, that's funny.
This camera has a controller on it.
We're fine.
That one does too.
It's fine.
How do I
We're all fine
flip
here.
horizon? Focus.
I like being able to look like I can magically detach a part of my
Right,
body and
it's-
swing it around the other side. That's pretty cool.
We're just, it's portals. We're thinking with portals here.
Portals.
Do
Horizon
that.
flip.
Horizontal flip. Click that. See what happens.
There you go.
Ah!
This was my.
And this is the audio, so I can do a 360, which sounds really bad. Maybe that's not the best
Yeah,
audio.
put it into
source
90.
to-
See if you can-
90.
Because 90 should just be this. It
This
should be-
world, yeah.
It's not one. Now hang on. Is it? Okay, that's better. It's
And
not
if I look
quite
this way,
perfect.
it does it right. So, we're picking up trucks on Thursday, and we're going to get turkeys, and those are all. That's so all the donations, everything that we get as donations. If you guys want to donate specifically for the turkey giveaway, you have to go on the church website. Go to on the first page. It says turkey giveaway. There's a page just for that, and then there's a donation portal that just goes to the turkey giveaway. Doesn't go to anything else. Doesn't go to our outreach. Doesn't go to the Be a Blessing things. Doesn't do any of that stuff. It's just for turkeys. That is where our. What are you doing?
I want to show him.
Oh. He's showing him. Oh man, are you gonna do that?
It's totally washed out because of the lighting. Okay, it's the middle button you can't read. No, the third
That's
button.
what you were doing.
The third button right there. You can't read it, but it's that button. And it takes you here.
Okay, we're gonna get really
That's the donate button.
crazy now.
We're all trying to figure out how to best show this to you, and none of us is going to figure
Oh,
it
no,
out.
it's gonna
Noah's
happen.
going to actually share his screen on the
Yeah.
computer like an intelligent, technologically advanced human being. Whereas the rest of us are just sitting here pretending like we know what we're doing.
This is gonna be really interesting.
I'm actually kind of.
We do know what we're doing. We just keep it in our head.
So, screen share.
Well, what we're
You're
doing has
gonna
nothing to
see
do with what's
everything.
actually happening.
Right.
That's
It's gonna go.
okay. Screen share and make sure it's the
Share
right
window.
Yeah, there you go. Share a window. No, not that. Share that window. Oh,
Whoa!
And it even shifted up.
Look at that, man.
oh wow! Now we have a whole box.
Oh, man.
I have room now. I could stretch it
There's
out.
all these other options too. You see this? Look, watch this.
Oh, no.
We're now
That one,
all
that one, I
going
like
to be
that one.
on the bottom.
I like this one. Can we do like a mystery science 3?
So they just get to watch him play on the computer.
So now,
This is how I
This
wanna
is the
do
church website.
the service from now on. So you can watch me sitting here like.
Did you just bring all three of us to the monitor? Huh?
yeah. So this is the church website. If you see it behind here, behind there, under this, it says annual grocery and turkey giveaway.
Right there.
And when you click on that,
There you go.
that goes into this space, and you can either donate or if you want to sign up. If you're online, it probably means that you're not around here, so it's gonna be harder. But
If you happen to be
you're welcome
online,
to.
and you are around here, we could use help.
Yes.
Also, if you happen to know anybody that can drive a 22-foot box truck,
26.
if you or someone you love is capable of driving a 26-foot box truck, do me a favor, reach out to Noah. He's got several, and there's but one of them. I know it's hard to believe, but there is only one Noah, and he has 6 trucks. The math. Do not math.
I haven't figured out how to do that.
We can't put the
yeah.
phone on.
I've tried.
So we have lots of trucks.
The-
We have lots of trucks, and we need to.
all
How do
of
we
the
make it
phones
go?
I've had, they don't have that like that
pizzazz.
yeah,
The same pizzazz.
the je ne sais quoi, the
Je ne sais
energy
quoi.
of Noah. They just come out and they're all like they just ask for brains. It's very
Brains.
I don't know. I don't know.
Brains. So if I turn this off, then it goes back. Ooh.
Goes back to the 3 light. Now hang on a second. Just play around. Let's see what we got here. Okay, that's the.
I don't not like that.
This will be better when we have more people. Like if we haul,
Yeah.
haul a couple deacons up here or something, and we need some space. We'll get. What are our other options here? I don't like that at all. I don't
No,
like that
it's
at all.
not
That's
sharing.
overlap.
This is kind of cool.
This is decent.
This is weird.
I don't mind that.
Maybe if you had
I'll tell you what. This is a
Mike.
I think the 3, I think that's the best one.
The white balance is cooler on this one than
Our-
it is the other two.
Yeah, our next thing, you can change that in this little app. Our next thing is Mike and Rusty. Rusty, you're just in that bag with them. We're gonna just invite you guys to join us online. I don't know how it's gonna work with us hearing you yet, but I'm excited to learn. So
Well, especially since we will have, theoretically, if the way be clear, come this time next week after, we'll have a digital elder or of
A
some
digital
kind.
elder?
A digital.
Yes,
Like
a
an
digital
AI elder joining an elder?
Oh no!
No,
Yes,
it's-
exactly. Yes, Mystery Science Theater 3000. Yes, that's what I was thinking. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, we need to absolutely.
That's
The
cool.
3 of us just need to be up here watching the service and being like, wow.
get our full reactions. Now,
The cameras need to be from behind, right? Look at the back of our heads. We're just sit here watching the service.
this is my next thing I'm going to integrate into this, which is going to make it so that we all have individual microphones, and that's going to make it so that we can actually hear Mr. Elliott, Dr. Elliott, and Rusty. and anybody else that we decided that we were gonna call in to join our festive.
Oh, you're talking that gay coming on the microphone?
Yeah, well, I can send them an RMTP link, and it just pops up on their phone, and it kind of turns into a Zoom meeting. Yeah, kind of. Except for we're also broadcasting
It's
online.
gonna get
to
real
everybody.
weird around here real quick. Next year is gonna be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be like the news where they like,
Yeah, we're going live.
Let's bring in our live reporter from Georgia.
That's it.
How is the weather up there?
There's stuff we can't tell you guys about yet because people are like secretly donating stuff. Like we're getting toys. Stuff's gonna happen. Things are gonna get weird. We're gonna have technology we haven't had before. We're gonna have capabilities we haven't had before. We're gonna have probably we're gonna drag some people up here to make you meet them.
Are we bringing a robot store?
No, what we're wanting to do is like there's one little snippet. Okay, so we're doing a lot of different outreach groups. I mean, all that stuff. Like the big the pink bra fair. Going over and bringing the pink bra, the people that actually made that, the people that were involved with donations and all that stuff for our turkey giveaway, and our trunk or treat and all those events, we're gonna bring those guys up here so that we're able to, or bring them down to there. It's more complicated. But
hopefully we'll have good live cameras soon that we can go wandering around and stuff. You know what we need to add to the list? Wi-Fi mesh. That's the next thing for the list. We need to mesh this whole place so that we can have solid signal. You go out and you do the eggs with the kids. We go out to the front. You get a good mesh because we have a
big enough internet source.
We have a solid base up here now. We can do a good mesh throughout the whole facility, and then we can even open up if somebody in the pew wants to go live from their view down front. We can do that.
I like it and dangerous.
It's dangerous, but it's fun.
I can see you twice.
That's, in my opinion, twice too many.
I can see you twice too. This is
wherever I
that's
go.
That's a much wider angle.
So when you did the chop, it chops off the end.
Yeah.
So you're almost better doing the three.
Well, no, I don't not like it. I mean, it's.
Yeah, I like the verticals myself because it almost looks like.
Right, but at least we're all centered in our.
What is the? Hold on, because this thing can change angles and everything too.
Oh my goodness!
So look.
Whoa, you changed the FOV on that? Well, now this just feels superfluous.
Right.
It sounds like we can now bring in more people.
Ah! Yeah, there we go. Much better. Hang on a second. And doop.
It still cuts. Yeah, it's. We've got lots of toys.
This feels more natural to me for some reason.
Yeah.
And now I'm looking the right direction.
I think
That's really
I'm looking the right direction, which is good.
Noah can look at me and we can discuss things. I can stare at his
It's
Spotify.
obvious that one person's looking at the other.
No, it was backwards before.
I can look and see
You
what's
guys
really
like my hand now.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
See, this is just a lot of fun. This is just a lot of fun.
Do you see the delay? That's just like the slightest bit of delay on there. So, we're starting the Be a Blessing bags back up because that time of the year is starting to kind of come forward. We're also going to start doing, we're connecting with some of the local schools and doing individual turkey baskets for individual families that need help. That is by like kind of what we end up doing is getting a list from the schools, and we try to kind of meet that individual need. It is separate from the turkey giveaway. There is no donations that are shared between those two things. It is a completely separate situation.
They are different buckets in accounting. Like it's different. What?
This is the coolest cover in the entire
I
world.
did the same thing before. An
Everybody loves
iPad case. That
This is not a book.
Hang on.
This is his iPad.
With a keyboard.
With the keyboard.
Oh,
That is.
and also, hang on. It gets better. Hang on. Watch this.
Does the keyboard come on? Oh my man!
It's magnetic.
It is magnetic.
So
I didn't
You can
even
actually
notice
be
it was a
productive.
notebook. Like not a notebook.
Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. I use it in meetings and stuff at work. Like I've taken it to job sites, and
And no one knows it's a
no,
note.
I did the same thing. Like I took this out, I
Not a
flipped it
note.
around, I took the pencil out, and I was taking notes, and the customer was just like, "That a tablet?"
He just turned his notebook sideways and he's writing from it. Is he okay?
It's a tablet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's a composition book. That's great. Amazon, you know, I don't like them as an entity, but they do have things on them that you
They
will
do
buy.
have lots of
At
things.
what other point in time could you go and get anything that you could ever imagine and always find exactly what you're looking for?
Oh, man.
And it shows
You've
up
never
at-
been able to do that before.
And if
You order a garbage disposal and it's to your house in like 3 hours.
the,
It's crazy.
the other
I
day,
was the other week, I was there within a couple hours.
yeah. Oh, we did something last night for the kid. It showed like we opened
4
the
a.m.
door. Yeah, 4
Yeah,
a.m. It was a 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. delivery. What?
But you can order it too and get it by like 6.
Yes.
Yeah. We've done that before. We've ordered something and it shows up like within an hour.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Just wait till they have drones delivering stuff within 30
Oh my god, I know.
Yeah, they need to kind of figure out that whole like airspace. We need help with our airspace. We don't need more drones up there right now.
Hey, thankfully the church owns the air above us.
We do somehow.
Somehow.
Yeah,
Ask
It's
the
a
people who
old-
bought the property 100 years ago.
it's not 100 years ago.
100 years ago. It's like 60 years ago.
It was
Yeah.
built in. It was originally purchased and built on in
Yeah, it was like
51. 51.
Yeah, because I remember it was like right after. It's like almost as old as my dad.
Yeah.
But it's we own all of the air above it, and that is just not
an
something that
old
is
law.
in other properties.
Yeah, it's an old law that you can't own the so no one can own the space except for the church above the church because it's like the right to God airspace. I don't know. It's really weird. But it makes it so if we ever wanted to build like 1,000,000 stories, we could.
Just not over top of the church, unless it's us doing it, not
I feel
somebody
like there was
else.
a story about that in the Bible. Like the Tower of Babel.
Was the Tower of Babel in the Bible, or is that another one of those like extra biblical things?
I want to Google that. I thought it was in. Maybe it's not. I have not read the entire Bible. I've read a lot of it. Probably about 80%.
Oh, it gets weird.
Yeah. About 80%. So. Tower of Babel. He's looking it up on his composition notebook.
Book of Genesis.
So it is.
Genesis is
I
a
think
weird.
so.
Genesis is a weird book. Genesis is like 3 different poems mushed together into some kind of like Franken poem.
Frankenpoe.
If you read it, the Earth gets created twice.
Yes. And it's all about just God going click.
Yep.
God made it light. So, outside of that, we've got the turkey giveaway coming up. We have the Be a Blessing bags, the bags of love, the what are we calling them now?
Blessing bags.
Blessing bags.
Blessing bags.
We have a banner
Bags
that
of
has a
blessing.
Smurf on it. I'm not sure. I didn't make it.
Which Smurf?
I don't know. It's a Smurf, and it's talking about how we're making bags, and it has a Smurf with a bag on his back. I don't know.
Are those in the common thing?
You mean like
Can we
rights
use
to-
them?
I don't know. They printed them off on the thing, so
Do I know?
yeah. So I'll show it to you when they put it back up. We got like Velcro spots now.
Air
This is really
rights.
cool.
That sounds right.
Air rights. No, it's it's rights to it says act of God or something there for the airspace because nothing can be between you and God.
I tell you what, man. If our God is weak enough to be blocked out
by a
by
building.
something being
My
built over the
my
church.
God is being blocked. It's like Wi-Fi.
My God is greater than your mortal buildings.
It's like
my friend.
Wi-Fi. It's Wi-Fi. It just kind of degrades the quality.
My God is stronger than Wi-Fi. Thanks. My God is at 5.2K.
5.2.
That bandwidth.
That
really just-
laser, yeah, just goes right through. It's like Shazam. He just blows holes in buildings. Huh?
There it is.
There you go. Shazam, boom. Okay. Outside of that, there is plans for the next bra thing, which is really cool, and I'm excited because we have a 3D printer, and we are going to 3D print a bra.
The whole bra?
We're gonna 3D print the bra that like Wonder Woman wears, so it's like more armorous.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm excited.
I don't say this often to men, but I'm excited to see your bra.
I'm excited to show you my.
Okay, you just say that one.
He walked into that.
No, you won't.
Walked into it. I opened the door.
He opened the door.
And invited you.
So that's
I
gonna be really
sent
fun.
out a postcard.
So, I think it's going to be really cool. I'm excited about it. I can only print it in black right now because I got 9 pounds of black filament. So,
Oh, you have to paint it.
yes, I'm going to paint it. I'm going to spray.
But it's only just the silver and gold, right?
Oh, there's a ton of different colors, and there's different variations, and there's different. Look at this. Watch this. Watch. What we're going to do is we're going to take and nope, we're going to go. Whoop.
Oh, yeah,
you
because
got
now
yours.
He's got
See?
Yeah.
Look at that. So yeah, or what I really thought would be fun instead of the Wonder Woman, but I like the Wonder Woman, is I found a 3D print of a like armor chest piece for Gears of War, and I thought that would be kind of fun too.
Isn't that kind of weird that Wonder Woman wears? Is it a bra or is it a
I think it's armor, is
It's
what they
armor,
call it.
right?
They call it armor. When I looked up the 3D print files, and I was like,
Yeah.
this looks awesome. And I went to print it. I don't think my printer can do it in one piece, though, so it's going to be like a couple pieces, and we're going to
put it together?
it's going to be awesome. Outside of that, I think we're done. You guys have a great week. We're going to go and see if there's any food left.
That we are.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.
Signing off.
Signing off. You got to sign off like 3 different things.